So hello all of you. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Learn with Pam. So in this video, we are going to discuss about collection frameworks in Java. So why the collection frameworks are used and what are the different interfaces and classes in the collection framework that we are going to discuss in this particular video. So what is collection framework? So collection framework represents a unified architecture for storing and manipulating a group of objects. It has interfaces and its implementation, that is classes, and also it has algorithm. Next, so classes and interfaces in collection framework are, you can see the first is root iterable interface, the next collection interface, which includes list interface, queue interface, and set interface. So let us discuss them in detail. So what is mean by iterable interface? So iterable interface is the root interface for all the collection classes. So the collection interface extends the iterable interface, and therefore all the subclasses of collection interface also implement the iterable interface. Then the collection interface is the interface which is implemented by all the classes in collection framework. In other words, we can say that collection interface builds the foundation on the collection framework depends. Next, so first framework, or we can say the first interface is list interface. So what is this list interface? So the list interface is the child interface of the collection interface. It inhibits a list type data structure in which we can store the ordered collection of objects. It can have duplicate values. So the list can have the duplicate values. Then the list interface is implemented by the classes like arraylist, linked list, vector, and stack. So you can see the chart. So this is the list interface which has arraylist, linked list, vector, and stack as a classes. So these classes are going to implement the list interface. So let us talk about array list. So what is this array list? The array list class implements the list interface. It uses a dynamic array to store the duplicate element of different data types. So in this array list, we can store duplicate elements. Then the array list class maintains the insertion order and is non-synchronized. The elements sorted in the array list class can be randomly accessed. So the insertion order in this array list is maintained, and also we can randomly access any data from the array list. So let us first uh, go through the code of the array list. So let me take you through the code. So I hope my screen is visible. So this is the code of array list. So I have opened the Eclipse, and in this you will be observing. So I have implemented the array list code. So first I have prepared a class of array list, and the main method is present, and next is the creation of the object. So in this you will see, so list is interface and this integer is generic. So it means the type of data which is used to store the elements. So we are dealing with the integer elements, so I have used integer data type. Next, C, so this is object. So this is object created for this particular array list, which is equal to new array list, and this is the syntax. You can see the syntax, and it the bracket is closed. So next, now what I want to do is I want to add the elements or data into this array list. So how the data is added or element is added? So we are using the C reference variable. So C dot add 10. So 10 element will be added. Likewise 50 element, 100, again one more time 100 element is added. So in this the duplicate elements are allowed. So the 100 is added once again. Next 20 and 60. So these are the elements which are added in this in this array list. So if you want to print, we can simply write system.out println and see. So it maintains the insertion order. So let's see the output. So if I run this code, so you will see the output on the console. So this is the array list. So see the insertion order. So insertion order has been maintained in the output. In the console, you will see the insertion order is maintained. So this is the feature of the array list. Now next, let's move to the next part. Let's try to delete the element. So I am uncommenting this. So I have made the comment. Now, delete data or delete element. So what is the method to delete the element? So we have method in this array list, that is c dot remove. So this two represents index value. So index, so you can see in this array list, so index, second index is 100. So 10 is 0th index, 1 first index, and 100 is second indexed. So second index I want to delete. So I have printed out next line. After deleting the element at second index, we get output in C. So let's see what is the output. So if I run this code, you will see the output on the console. Yes, now you can see. So this is our original array list: 10, 50, 100, 120, and 60. So after deleting the second index, so second index is 0, this is 0, 1, and 2. So the 100 is deleted. So 100 will be deleted. So you will see the updated array list. So that is 10, 50, 100, 20, and 60. So likewise, the delete operation can be done. Now next, I am interested to get index of a particular element. So how to get index? So let me see. Let us discuss about get index. So how to get index? In this case, we want index of second element. So we have, or let's say, let's take an example. What is the element I want to find? What is the element at second index? So I am storing this in integer, and variable is d. So in this int d, I am storing the element. So c is the variable. C dot get second index. So what is the value at second index I want? So after looking to this updated array list, we will get, so you can see here, so this is 0 element, first element, and second. So 100 should be the output. So I have printed here. So system.out.println, second index of the second index element is d. So let's see what is the output. Yes, so you can see the second element, index element, is 100. So this is how we can get an element at a particular index. So randomly we can access an element. So this is one of the feature as we discussed in the presentation. So this is one of the feature of the array list. Next, next is we want to set data at a particular index. We want to update data at a particular index. So set data at a particular index. So we have a method called as c dot set. Now set, there are two arguments. So the first argument represents index, and second argument represents the value. So I am inserting 86 at the second index. So you can see this is the updated array list. So in this updated array list, I want to update second index by 86. So this is 0th index, first, and second. So it is 100 is replaced by the 86. So after printing, you will get here, after setting second index, the value is dash. So C value will be printed. So let's see the output. So if I run this code, you will get output on the console, like after setting second index, you will see 86 is replaced. So 100 is replaced by the 86. So likewise, we can set data at a particular index. So randomly we can set data. So this is about setting the data, or we can say updating the array list. Now next is contains data. So what does this contains means? Whether the element is present or not. I want to check whether the element, particular element, is present or not. That I want to check. So this can be achieved by the method called as contains. So it will return the boolean value. It will return either true or false. So I am storing in the variable in the data type called as boolean. So boolean p is equal to c dot contains 3. So I want whether the element is present, or 3 data is present or not. Element 3 is present or not. So we know we have this updated element, or we can say updated array list. You can observe that there is no 3 data present in this array list. So if we try to print system.out.println, so data 3 plus is concatenating operator, and p. So what is this p? P will print whether it is true or false. Next, again I am storing the I am using boolean data type, and I am trying to uh, know whether the element 50 is present or not. So in second case, 50 is present. So in this case, 50 will print true. So let's see what is the output. Yes. So in first case, data 3 is not present, so it will print false. And in next case, data 50 is present, so that's why it will print true. So this is how the presentation is done. Next, now if I talk about next concept in this array list is print data in the form of array. So if I'm interested to print data in the form of array, let's try to print. So you can see in this I have used the for loop. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than c dot size. So again we have method called as size. So it will take total size of array list. So you can see the size of array list. So the number of elements present are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it will take 5 as a size. So system dot out println c dot c is a reference variable dot get ith element. So one by one the element will be printed. So let's see what is the output. Yes, so you can see the data is present in the form of array. So likewise, we can print data in the form of array. Now next, I want to delete all the records or all the data from the array list. So how to delete? So we have method called as c dot clear, or we can simply write clear. So this is method which will delete all the records in your array list. So simply fire the delete method c dot clear, it will delete all the records. So after deleting, if I try to print the records in the array list, it will print null. So let's try to run this. So if I run this, it will show 10 after deleting it will show the blank array list. So this is how all the functionalities are present in this array list. So I hope this array list is clear. So let's move on to the next class, that is called as interface. It is called as linked list. So let us uh, move to the presentation. So let us discuss about linked list theoretical part. So what is this linked list? So linked list implements the collection interface. It uses a doubly linked list internally to store the elements. It can store the duplicate elements. So again, like array list, this linked list can store the duplicate elements. Next, it maintains the insertion order and is not synchronized. In linked list, the manipulation is fast because no shifting is required. So let's try to implement the linked list. So this is linked list. So again, you can see I have prepared a class called as linked list demo. Next, public static void main method. Now see the declaration, or we can say the object is created of array list class. So linked list integer. So I want to store the elements of data type integers is C. I want to store, I want to use this object. I want to create the object C variable is equal to new linked list. You can see the syntax. Next, add data. So I want to add the data. So the process is same. So the process which we did in the previous case, the process is same. So see that add, c dot add, c dot add 10, 50 and rest elements are added. So if we try to print, so let me comment the rest of the part. Okay. Now if we try to print, the output will be again the same. The insertion order will be same. So 10, 50, 100, 20 and 60 will be printed. So this is the insertion order. Now next, I want to get element at index 2. Again the method is similar like our previous case. So get element at second index. So int d. So I am storing into variable d. So c dot get index at 2. So what is index at 200? So if I print this, so the element 100 will be printed out. Next, likewise, I want to override the second element. So overriding the second element can be done by using c dot set. Again, first argument represents the index value, that is second index, and 87 is the value. So again at index second, at 100, 87 will be printed or it will be overridden. So if we print this, you will see after overriding second element, the output will be like this. So 100 is represented by, it is replaced by 87. Next, contains data. Again, it is similar as that of array list. Again, boolean, it will be storing in the boolean data type. So c dot contains 3. So again, you will see in the updated list there is c is not present, so it will return false. So let's try to run this. Yes, so data 3 is not present, so that's why it will be returning false. Now delete all records. So how to delete records? Again, the method is same. So c dot clear. So after deleting, I am trying to print the array list, linked list, then it will print null, or the empty linked list will be printed. So you can see the output on the console. So after deleting, it will print null, or you can say the blank linked list. So this is how the linked list works. Now let's move on to the next part, that is stack. So let me take you through the presentation. So stack. So stack, what is stack? So before moving to the stack, let us understand what is vector. So vector uses a dynamic array to store the data elements. It is similar to the array list. Next, however, it is synchronized and contains many methods that are not the part of collection framework. So in stack, the stack is subclass of vector. Then it implements the last in first out data structure, that is stack. So if you take an example of books, so books are placed one after another, or one after another. In this case, the books which are inserted, the last book which is inserted, it will go out first. So this is the data structure, or it implements the last in first out data structure. Then the stack contains all of the methods of vector class and also provides its methods like boolean push, boolean pick, boolean push, which defines it properly. So let us discuss this push pick methods in detail. So let me take you through the code. So this is the code. So I have prepared a demo class. It will be I hope my code is visible to all. So demo class I have prepared in the main method. So the declaration is done, or we can say the object is created for the stack. So stack, again integer. So I want to store the integer value. So the generic is integer. C is a reference variable. New stack. So this is the syntax. Now to add the elements, let me comment the rest of the part first. To add the elements, we can see the method. So we will see the method to add the elements in the linked list and array list. We were doing, or we were using the method called as c.add. Now in the stack, we will be using c.push. So push will add the element in your stack. So see the c.push 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 are added. And if we try to print the c, that is stack, it will print all the elements which are added. So let's see the output. Yes, so 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Again, it maintains the insertion order. So this is stack. So insertion of stack is done. Now next, I want to know the top element. So how to know the top element? So, or we can say in other words, we can say it is a peak element, top element or peak element. So again, we have a method called as peak. So it is storing in the integer d. So, peak. Now pick will return the top element. So see this is the original stack. So what is the top element? So top element means the element which is added last. So again this will print 50. So if I run this code, so the peak element is 50. So 50 is a top element, so that's why it is going to print 50. Next, delete top element. So how to delete the top element? Again, we have a method called as pop. So pop will delete the top element. So again, this stack works on last in first out. So the element which had came last, it will be deleted. So 50 is deleted. So 50 will be deleted in the pop method. So system.out.println, after deleting the top of the peak element, the C will be printed, or we can say the all the stack will be printed. So let's run this code. So if I run this code, you will get the output So you will see the output updated stack will be printed. So see, you will see the top element is deleted, so that is 50. So 50 was added last, so that's why the 50 will be deleted, and you will see the updated list, or you can, it is updated stack. Next, search. I want to search a specific element. So see the search. So search, it will return the position. So let's suppose I want to search the element 30. So you will see in this updated array list, sorry, the updated stack, the 30 is present. So if I use this method search and argument 30, it will return the position. So I am storing this in integer data type in the variable e. So system.out.println, so 30 is at position e. So let's see what is the position. So if I run this code, yes, so you will see in this, so 30's position is 2, so it is going to print 2. So likewise we can get the position. Next, add values from the user. So we are trying to add the values in the stack, and then we are taking the values from the user. So we have created the scanner class. So scanner sc is a variable, new scanner system dot in. Then first it will ask you to enter the size of stack, so specific size. So the user will put the size, then the size will be stored in the variable size, integer size, so which is equal to sc dot next int. Next, so for loop is created, so int I is equal to 0, I less than size, so whatever the size which is user going to input, that size is taken I plus plus. So system dot println, one by one the number will be inserted. So it will ask you to enter the number, then this number will be stored in the integer data type in num variable sc dot next int. And again we have a method called as c dot push. So push will add data into the stack. So num is a variable, or we can say the input which is taken from the user is stored in this int num. Then at last it will print the stack. So stack C will be printed. So let's see how it works. So if I run this code, so let me maximize the console. Yes. Now it will show, it will ask you to enter the size of stack. So let us take size as 5. Enter first number 1, enter the number 1. Next enter this number 2, enter the number 3, 4, and last 5. So this will show you after inserting the values into the stack from user, it will show the updated stack. So the stack is 10, 20, 30, 40 were the previous values, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 are the values which we updated, which we have inserted now. So this is how the array list, linked list, and stack works. So in this video we have covered the list interface. In this we have covered array list, linked list, and stack. So I hope this video have, you have understood about these concepts. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe my channel and you can press the bell icon. So thank you all of you and have a wonderful day.